Queens, if the ground is shaky, stop building. You cannot build an empire on chaos. You cannot build a future on instability. And you cannot build your crown on a man who has no foundation. My love, hear me clearly. If there is no safety, no provision, no consistency, there is no ground for you to build on. Think about it. You told him you need security, but he disappears when things get hard. You told him you need consistency, but he shows up only when it's convenient for him. That's not stability, that's instability. And instability cannot hold a queen's life. Here's the truth. A man who values you will prove it with action. He will protect you. He will provide for you. He will show you devoted adoration. If those three things are missing, protection, provision, and devoted adoration, you're not building with a king. You're wasting your time and draining your spirit. Your body knows this truth. The tension you feel when his words don't match his actions, that anxiety when you realize you're carrying everything alone, that is your spirit saying, stop. The ground is not steady. So here's your move. My love, don't waste your years trying to fix a shaky man. Don't confuse potential with a foundation. Don't mistake words for structure. Say it with me. I will not build where there is no safety. I will not build where there is no provision. I will not build where there is no devoted adoration. I will not pour into a man who cannot cover me. A queen does not build on shaky ground. She builds where her crown is secure. She builds where her heart is safe. She builds where her peace is honored. So decree this with me tonight. I choose steady ground. I choose safety. I choose provision. I choose devoted adoration. And I will not build on shaky ground. Psychologists like John Bowlby taught us that safety is the first building block of love. Without it, the bond collapses. Relationship experts like bell hooks remind us that love is an action, not a word. That's why we say consistency, provision, and devoted adoration are not extras. They are the ground itself. If this resonates with you, drop a crown in the comments. Tell me what shaky ground you're walking away from. Share this with a sister who needs this reminder. And follow me for more sovereignty standards. I really do appreciate you guys listening. And Queens, our goal is to reach 5,000 women walking in sovereignty. So please like, share, and follow, and subscribe. And let's build an empire together. Have a blessed day, Queen. Queens, if he gives you consistency without commitment, it's a trap. It looks steady, but it's not solid ground. He calls every day. He shows up every weekend. He keeps you on a routine. But the moment you ask about building a future, suddenly it's, let's go with the flow. That's not stability. That's stalling. My love, hear me clearly. Consistency without commitment collapses. A man who values you doesn't just show up on schedule. He defines the relationship. He plans with you. He backs up his words with actions. Think about it in real life. If a landlord lets you live in a house but never gave you a lease, would you feel secure? Of course not. Same thing here. Without commitment, his consistency is just access without investment. So here's the truth. A man can enjoy your time, your body, and your energy for months, even years, without ever deciding to build with you. Consistency doesn't equal love. Commitment proves it. Psychologists like Dr. Stan Talkin calls this ambiguous attachment, where one partner offers closeness without real security. That's why your nervous system stays anxious. You feel the routine, but you're not rooted. So here's your move. Queen, don't mistake repetition for devotion. Don't confuse access with investment. Don't stay just because it feels familiar or because of the dreaded word, comfort. Comfort without commitment is captivity. Say it with me tonight. I will not accept consistency without commitment. I will not give wife benefits for casual effort. I will not keep building on half promises. A queen requires clarity. A queen requires covering. A queen requires commitment. So decree this. I choose consistency with commitment. I choose clarity with security. I choose love that builds, not love that wastes time. If this resonates with you, drop a heart or a crown in the comments. Tell me how you're setting the standard for commitment. Share this with a sister who needs this reminder. And queens, our goal is to reach 5,000 women walking in sovereignty. So please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Let's build this empire together. Have a blessed day, queen. Queens, let me tell you the truth. Potential is not a foundation. He may have dreams, he may have charm, he may even paint you a future with his words. But if none of it shows up in real life, you are building on air, and air cannot hold a life. Think about it. If he says he's working on it year after year, but nothing changes, your bills still aren't covered, your heart still isn't secure, your time is still being wasted, that's not a foundation, that's a fantasy. Psychologists call this future faking. When someone feeds you the dream of tomorrow just to keep you hooked today. In queens, that dream will drain you. Potential can hold you hostage for years, waiting for him to become, while your life, your peace, your joy slips away. Your body knows the truth before your mind ever catches up. That tension in your chest, the anxiety before he follows through, the ache of disappointment when he promises again and again, that's your nervous system warning you. This is not steady ground. This is shaky. Here's the truth, my love. A queen deserves love that can actually hold her life. Bills paid, peace protected, heart secure. That's steady ground. So here's your move. Don't confuse vision with foundation. Don't confuse his someday with your today. Don't stake your future on potential when your spirit is starving for presence. Say it with me. I will not build on potential. I will not invest in a man's imagination. I will only build on presence, proof, and protection. Decree this with me tonight. I choose proof over potential. I choose steady ground over shaky ground. I choose a king who shows up, not one who just talks. If this resonates with you, drop a heart or a crown in the comments. Tell me how you're refusing to build on potential. Share this with a sister who needs a reminder today. And follow me for more sovereignty standards. And queens, our goal is to reach 5,000 women walking in sovereignty. So please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Let's build this empire together. Have a blessed day, queens. Queens, let me say this clearly. Words are not structure. Attention is not commitment. And effort without consistency is not love. He may flood you with promises. He may tell you that you're his future. But if his actions don't create stability, you're not standing on solid ground. Too many women, myself included, have tried to build a life on an idea. We invest in a man's potential, his promises, his one day, while ignoring the truth of what's happening today. Queen, here's what you need to see. It's not just about what he says, or even what he does. It's about who he is. You cannot build a future on rotten character. If he lies, if he cheats, if his judgment is reckless, if he hides red flags under charm, looks, money, or status, this is not foundation. That's a ticking collapse. Because when character is broken, the whole relationship will eventually fall apart. And you deserve more than a life built on sand. Here's the truth. Men who are truly ready show up with action and integrity. They cover, they protect, they provide, they define. They don't just give you access, they give you security. They don't just show up for today, they prepare for tomorrow. And their character holds steady, even when no one is watching. Psychologists like John Gottman have shown us for decades, commitment is not about words. It's about consistent patterns of follow through. But listen closely. Even consistency means nothing if the man's core is corrupt. So here's your move, my love. Don't ignore the red flags because you're tired of being alone. Don't keep giving time, energy, or loyalty to a man who refuses to build. And don't try to fix or rescue a man who cannot lead himself. Say it with me tonight. I will not build on promises without proof. I will not build on charm without character. I will not give my effort to a man who cannot carry his own weight. I will not confuse his someday with my today. I choose proof over potential. I choose character over charisma. I choose steady ground over shaky ground. I choose a king who shows up in truth, not one who hides in fantasy. Queens, hear me. Your crown is not a hard hat. Your worth is not in how well you can fix, rescue, or build him. A queen builds her life on steady ground. And the right man will bring his own strength, his own consistency, and his own character to meet you there. If this hits home, drop a crown in the comments.